everyone, welcome to London, UK for DSEI 2023. We start today's video coverage with Team Resolute, who this morning unveiled the latest design of the FSS Fleet Support Ship for the Royal Fleet Auxiliary. They unveiled a new design this morning over at the BMT Group booth, but now we are with Harland Wolf, the shipbuilder based in Northern Ireland, to find out more just because they have a larger model. With me today is Michael Court, the program director at Harland Wolf. Michael, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for welcoming us next to this large and nice model.
You're more than welcome. Xavier, good to have you.
So can you please first tell us about the new design feature of the FSS?
Yeah, sure. There's a good number of them on the ship. So one is the hull form, which gives some extra stability. We've got a enclosed pre-RAS setup. So you'll see here you've got the various doors, etc. So we're trying to keep the actual cargo drier, obviously, when you're in rough conditions. So that's another significant access. We've got double access points here, so we can bring RAS across from other ships into FSS. We've got a double propeller with a double screw, which gives greater stability. And there is also, I can't go into all the details, but there is also quite a good setup, similar to Tide class, for the propulsion system. We're looking at about 216 meters long. We're looking at a beam of around 35 meters. I think dry, she's going to be around 20,000 tons. And from what I understand, up to around 15,000 tons of cargo. Ship's complement is about 101, and that's standard. And then from there, she can also take a number of special forces as well, which gives that extra capability. We've got 2 bays. We can take 2 helos. Yep.
Team Resolute consists in 3 companies. BMT, Navantia and Harland Wolf. Can you please tell us about the role of each in the program?
So the prime contract is let by Navantia UK. It's a commercial contract, and so they've let 3 subcontracts. One to BMT. BMT are responsible for the ship's design. Then a contract to Navantia SA in Spain. The third supplier are ourselves, Harland Wolf.
The vessels will be fully assembled in Belfast?
That's correct. So we got 3 primary sections. So from the superstructure down, so the aft section, that's being built in Spain, and that will be floated up to Belfast. And we got the mid sections here. This is built in Belfast. Technically on ship 1, Navantia are building the keel, ship 1. And then we're building the rest of the midsection, and we're also responsible for the placement of the RAS. And then our Appledore yard, they're responsible for the forward section with the bow, that complex bow structure. They've done it before. They've done a very good job on aircraft carrier, and so that's the various blocks, and those blocks are then floated. The ones that are not built in Belfast, they're floated to Belfast. And then we integrate those blocks to form the ship in Belfast, and then we are looking to do the final outfitting, bringing her alive, and undertaking all the commissioning, setting to work, and the tests and trials, the basic tests and trials for vessel acceptance date, where we then hand over to the Royal Navy, RFA, and then they do the final fit out of the aspects associated with various weapon systems.
We are now with OSK Design of Denmark, who's unveiling today at the DSEI a new design. This is a new Arctic frigate. So to find out more today with me is Lars Jensen, Head of Defense at OSK Design. Lars, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Thank you for welcoming us. So what can you tell us about this new design you just unveiled?
This is a preliminary design for a new Arctic frigate meant to be for the Danish Navy for operating in the Arctic areas around Greenland and the Faroe Islands.
So this is supposed to replace the Thetis class?
Yes, will be the replacement of the Thetis class, but it will be an enhanced replacement because there's a lot of new capabilities built into the design.
Indeed, I see on the images vertical launch systems, close-in weapon systems, two guns. Can you tell us about some of the design features of this frigate?
Yes. First of all, the hull is 125 meters in length and about 18 meters in the beam. We have equipped the ship with enhanced capabilities for surveillance, air surveillance radar, possibility to carry an ASW system, and then of course a main gun, and also a missile launching system, and a couple of overhead weapon systems for self-protection.
And we see in your animation the frigate navigating through Arctic zone with icebergs. Is the hull reinforced? Is it ice class?
Yes, we expect the design to be ice classed in the Polar Class 5 in order to be able to operate year-round around Greenland. So that's.
And where we are actually now standing in a container by SH Defense. One of the capability you're demonstrating at DSEI is the ability of this frigate to deploy sea mines. Can you tell us more?
Yes, we are not. I don't think the Danish Navy actually are planning to use the Arctic frigate as a mine layer, but the possibility is there as long as we build in the SH Defense cube system. Then we will be able to carry ASW system in form of a ACTAS system, towed array system, or VDS. And we could replace that easily with a mine-laying system, or even a oil spill boom system to be deployed from the stern. Along with that, we have these openings in the hull to enter the mission base with in the sides where you can launch RIPs and unmanned vehicles.
When do you expect the DELO or the Danish government to move forward with this project?
I hope that the Danish Ministry of Defense will decide this autumn when they're going to replace the Thetis class. But if they want a replacement in, let's say, 2032, I think they should start the program very soon, and maybe first thing next year.
We just mentioned the mine-laying module by SH Defense in our interview with OSK, so here it is behind us. For the first time, SH Defense unveiled the mine-laying module here at DSEI. To find out more with me is René Bertelsen, the CEO of SH Defense. René, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thanks for welcoming us. So, tell us about this new module.
Yes, well, this is a module that a lot of the Western world are looking for, but also countries far away are looking to rebuild this capability. And at this show, we are showing it for real. What does it look like? It's not a cartoon, it's not an animation, it's a real module. And the one we have here in the background is actually already acquired by a customer. So, yeah.
So it is in production and you have customers for these modules?
Yes, that's correct.
Very interesting. Can you mention some of your partners for this system? Because of course SH Defense is in charge of the modularity, but you don't make sea mines.
Yeah, that's correct. So this the sea mines up here is DA and Fawcett from Finland, but we also have a cooperation with Atlas Electronics Finland, who are doing the system for how to deploy the mines. This means in terms of where do they actually go in terms of mapping. So this means they will generate a sailing route and they will generate a signal saying now you need to deploy a mine.
And these can be deployed both on warships and vessels of opportunity?
Yes, that's correct. And also the idea here is that the system you see here in the background is actually a 100% automatic system. But it can be semi-automatic, so you have a man in the loop removing safety pins, or you can have a fully manual just by push buttons. So it's all about what kind of doctrines does the Navy want to introduce, because in the past you will have doctrines still in the navies, but it will be based on the old rail system with dedicated mine layer.
So you said there's a regaining interest for sea mines. Could you share with us how many customers approximately, or potential customers I should say, are looking at this?
Yeah, if we take the short list, we will have around 10 countries at the moment that is really focusing on sea mines. And
in Europe exclusively?
No, they are actually all around the globe. So this is both in the Far East, but also in the Mediterranean, but also in North Europe and across.
Thank you, René.
You're welcome.
We're now with British company SEA, who's launching this morning a new decoy launching system. To find out more with me is Tim Phelps, Business Development Director at SEA. Tim, good morning.
Xavier, good morning to you.
So what can you tell us about this new decoy launching system that you just unveiled?
The new decoy system is called Ancilia. It's a private development by SEA. We recognise that there is a growing need in the market for a system for trainable decoy launching to counter the threat from hypersonic and ballistic missiles. And on the basis of this, we spent the last year developing a system of a trainable decoy launcher together with our sister company Chess Dynamics, who do the trainable base for this. And this launcher will rotate and elevate to put decoys in exactly the right place to counter the threats. We can deploy any NATO standard current decoy, 130mm decoys, such as chaff, flares, torpedo countermeasures, that kind of thing.
And last but not least, where are you now in the development, or is the product ready?
We've got the product to advanced prototype level. We're going to be looking to be doing trials early in the new year on this product. But we've tested all the technology and it's all working fine.
Very well, Tim. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Xavier.